show the uke. It's been some time. I haven't recorded since like 2 months, 3 months ago. I'm sorry, my hair looks messy. I just like how it looks right now. After months and months of not uploading anything, and I am very, very sorry about it. I'm finally back. I have planned this video. It's again 4 basic ukulele chords that everyone needs to learn them. They're gonna play the uke. They're easy, they're not that hard. There's just one that's a little bit more complicated, but it's nothing that is of another world. It's pretty easy. Y'all gonna understand it pretty fast. So let's get to it. So in my first video of basic ukulele chords, I showed the chords of C, G, A minor, and F. Today we're gonna learn how to play E minor, D, A, and D minor. These chords are pretty easy. They're not too complicated. Maybe E minor and D minor can be a little bit complicated, but with a little bit of practice, everything can be in order. So, to play the chord of E minor, you're gonna grab your first finger and you're gonna put it in the first string of the 3rd fret. Then you're gonna grab your middle finger and you're gonna place it in the 2nd string in the 4th fret. And finally, you're gonna grab your 3rd finger and you're gonna place it in the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And E minor should sound like this. Now we're gonna go to the chord of D. This chord in particular has 2 ways to be played, but I don't recommend you doing it the other way because it's more complicated and the changing of chords can be very confusing. But I'm still gonna teach it just in case someone thinks it's easier or it's not. Anyways, to play the chord of D, you're gonna grab your first finger in the 2nd fret of the last string. Then your middle finger, you're gonna also place it in the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And with your 3rd finger, you're gonna place it in the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. And D should sound like this. The other way to play it is using your thumb. It's like doing a bar chord but with your thumb, and it sounds like this. It's kind of the same, but if you don't feel comfortable on doing it, then I recommend you not to do it because it can be pretty confusing, and also it's easier to play with your 3 fingers this way in order to change chords easier. Now I'm gonna teach you how to play the chord of A. In the last video we learned how to play A minor, that is just putting your middle finger in the 2nd fret of the last string. The only thing that you need to do is place your finger like if you're playing A minor, and your index finger gonna play it in the 1st fret of the 3rd string. And A should sound like this. Easy, right? There's not many complications in that one. You just have to place this finger here and that's all. So to play the chord of D minor, you're gonna place your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Now you're gonna place your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the last string. And last, you're gonna add your 3rd finger also on the 2nd fret but of the 3rd string. And D minor should sound like this. Now let's do an exercise in which we're gonna play all of the chords together in single down strumming patterns. We're gonna start with E minor, D, A, and last D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those, my friends, were another 4 basic ukulele chords. As I told you, the only chord that might be a little bit complicated is the chord of E minor, because you have to go pretty down, and maybe D minor, but it's always practice. Always practice. Don't try to rush it, because if you rush, you're gonna do many mistakes, and more if you don't practice it slowly. It's better to practice slow and steady instead of going too fast, because that's just gonna mess everything up. So I really recommend just playing it down slowly, and when you think that you're ready, then you can go ahead and play something more catchy, more vibey. But for now, just play it down, and then add down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, or something like that if you like. So I hope that you really enjoy it. This is the end of the video. If you have any doubts, you can totally leave a comment, or if you don't feel comfortable saying something out loud because maybe you think someone's gonna see it and you're gonna feel ashamed, you can follow me on my Instagram, and you can tell me what's your problem in a direct message, and I can totally help you out with anything you need. Just message me. And next video, I want to do a song cover. I still don't know which song, so if you have any song suggestions, please leave a comment down below, or in my Instagram. Please tell me which song would you like me to cover. And depending on the songs that mostly have been recommended, I'm gonna do a poll and see which one would be the winner one for a ukulele cover. That's it. I hope that you're all taking care, that you're all safe. Please wear masks. If you're gonna go out, wear them. Wash your hands. Do everything you need to stay safe. So see ya in the next video. There'll be a cover.